Hello everybody and welcome to Civ House. I'm Rob and today we are going to be talking about mods. Mod support specifically from Steam and from the, Civ 7 devs. I'm really excited to talk about this one. It's one that I really enjoy. I think mods make Civilization games so much more fun. I already love the game, as it is for the most part, obviously, but mods can take us to different universes and add different leaders that maybe they weren't thinking of. And I'm really excited because, between civs and leaders just being separated and the age transitions, I think there's going to be a lot of really great mod support. But today we're talking about when is that going to happen? When are we actually going to get a look at these mods and this update that's going to hopefully be coming soon? They've talked about it a lot. I'm going to kind of break that down as well. But before we dive in, I'm going to say that this is our 100th video. So we're really excited. Obviously, we have some shorts as well, but this is like our 100th true video here on the Civ House channel. So thanks for all of you who have been a part of this journey so far. We hope that that'll be enough for a quick like and a subscribe. There are a lot of you who watch these videos on a pretty consistent basis, but who are not subscribed. So we are hoping that maybe you will reconsider, especially in honor of this 100th video. Also, let me know in the comments section below what you guys think of mods. Are you somebody who plays with just maybe one or two mods or a ton of mods? Like I said, let me know in the comments below. But let's hop into it here. So we saw in the latest update, they talked about everything that came out with 1.2.0, but if you remember, there was kind of that update check-in that they are doing nearly on a every other month or so basis, and they said further ahead. So we got everything that we were going to get in 1.2.0. There was a lot of things that we knew, were going to happen, but luckily, right, we were able to kind of break all of that down earlier this week, and now I wanted to look ahead because if you remember in this part, and this was back, 17-ish days ago as of the recording, or I guess the uploading date of this video, they referenced Steam Workshop support. So that means modding, something that we have all been looking forward to. They also did this in the, I believe, let me make sure I get this right. Yeah, this is the February 27th date. They said, the same thing. They had this big list of things, adding one more turn, implementing auto explore, adding map sizes, hot seat, research queuing, all of these things. And then they also have mod tools and Steam Workshop support. This list has shrunk. They have gone to 4 now. We've got auto explore, additional advanced game setup options, new map types and sizes, and Steam Workshop support. So there are some things that have been left off of here that they, obviously are intending on doing in future patches. We know that they intend to have another patch in May. I'm assuming that's going to be 1.3.0. It may be early June, but it sounded to me like when they were, doing the live stream that they were going to be doing it sometime in May as well. So that means hopefully, actually they even say it right here, we'll share another update check-in with you in May. We'll definitely be breaking that down here once that ends up happening. And I guess there's a bigger update coming in June. So, we're going to have to go probably about a month and a half maybe without any major new updates. But it feels to me like the Steam Workshop support is going to be coming potentially even with the next update. They had a lot of big things that came in this second update, the second big update, right? They had a smaller patch, I think it was 1.1.1 as well, that they added a couple things, but it feels like they're going to mostly be, sticking with the 1.1.0 and 1.2.0, 3, etc., right? And we saw a lot of the things that they had talked about, and a few things that we did that they had not, but one more turn, teams multiplayers was added, resources were things that we weren't really expecting, and food changes. So it looks like they crossed off 2 or 3 things off their list. And we also know, right, that they have moved right to rule back. There was a release timeline of any time between April and September. I think it really just depended on how they felt about the game. And then we have, we can see it even here, the October-ish roadmap. I think that this Beyond started getting added maybe for, I want to say that they said October when they updated this. So They moved things out for April, put, that October stuff in there. I think we're going to get right to rule probably July or August, because it seems like they are aiming for 1.3.0 to be the big patch. And I think that this is going to be the one where we are going to finally get mod support. And look, there is a chance that mod support is the last thing that we get on this list. And my biggest reasoning for that is, look, they have to make money. They have to be able to sell this game, right? They've got to be able to sell the DLCs. I know that that is a controversial opinion, because a lot of us, including myself, have already paid for, multiple versions, multiple DLC. You think in your head, well, they've already made a ton of money. I fully understand. You're right to feel that way, but this is a business, and that's just how they're going to go, right? Like, that's just maybe a reality check for some of you. They have to continue to make money so they can continue to be able to sell and make more games. If we want Civilization 8, which I'm sure will be just as controversial here in 8 to 10 years, right? They've got to continue to sell DLC so that they continue to pay the people who are working on those games. Reality check back. I think with mod support, there's a chance we get it with the 1.3.0 update in June. I think that's a prime time. A lot of games are getting released in early June, right? Just in time for summer, for when people aren't running around outside. They're home playing games, or maybe if you're not an outside person, then you've got the whole summer off, especially if you're a student, to play Civilization 7. So that's a great time for them to, implement that, to put it in there. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, it almost feels like they're crossing just a couple of things off the list with each major update. And then, like I was pointing out up here, right, they're adding some extra things that maybe we weren't expecting. They gave us the update to resources. I don't remember them mentioning that really at all. And those food changes were pretty major as well. So I have a feeling it's going to be more something like that. They still have a lot of changes to make in general. I still really feel like Legacy Paths need to get hit hard. Connor and I are going to be working on putting kind of our opinions together on each of the Legacy Paths here over the next few weeks. But I really think that more than likely, here's what's going to end up happening. I think we're going to get Auto Explore. I think we're going to get advanced game setup options. And I think we might get new map types for 1.3.0. I think that feels like that would be enough for them, and then they'll add in one or two other things that maybe we weren't expecting. Like, maybe they will rework a Legacy Path. Maybe they will give religion the love it deserves. If you haven't seen that video, I kind of just go off on, like, why does religion even exist in the game? To be honest with you, it still feels pretty almost unnecessary at this point. I know it's a major Legacy Path in exploration, but it just still doesn't feel good for being a part of the game throughout it. But I think that there's a good chance we're gonna get these three, and then I think the Steam Workshop support will be in 1.4.0, and I think that will come either. I think it's gonna come either after Right to Rule or right before it. I can't really tell, because they could also wait to do it until after people buy the third DLC, or maybe they're waiting to see if people are even going to want to buy the third DLC. So maybe if they add mod support, it'll bring some people back and they'll be more likely or willing to buy it. Because again, once the community really gets a hold of it, and I know you can go get mods elsewhere like Nexus mods and all that other stuff, but once it's on Steam, it's a lot more available. It's a lot easier and more trustworthy for you to download and put into your game. To where it's hopefully not going to corrupt your files and everything like that, right? You're not downloading something that, from a non-approved site or source. So, and it's not as hard. You can just click a button and it generally gets added into the coding of the game from Steam. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I'm a little disappointed. I would love for them to move that up the list, but like, if you've noticed, it's at the bottom pretty much of both lists, right? You've got mod tools in Steam Workshop, one more thing, and then and more in the February update, and then here in the April update, it is all the other three that I talked about, and then Steam Workshop support. I think it is really more of a, they're letting us know they understand, we all want mods in the game, but they're going to be kind of pushing this one off, it feels like. So let me know if you think I'm wrong, like I said, in the comments section below. Again, I just really want to thank you guys, especially a lot of you who are consistently coming back and watching. This has been such a fun journey so far. We have plenty of things left to kind of go over, and we're excited to continue putting out content on a regular basis here. Thanks for allowing us to even get to 100 videos. So yeah, that's really awesome. But that is going to wrap it up for us on this one. So from our house to yours, thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us for one more turn.